People are asking me, how did we end up here? How did Earth end up being where it's located in this Goldilocks zone between Venus and Mercury and the Sun? And I'm going to explain the best way I possibly can. If I shift it this way really fast, okay? Earth is a black hole. Light doesn't escape and sound doesn't escape. If you look at Earth, everything that would exist in this Kuiper belt and asteroid belt would have been life on a being sucked into a black hole. Okay, and I know it's a black hole because the sun, there's only one here, and the only place where there's only one sun is usually a place that's a black hole. And if you look at where Earth is located, see this right here, it says Earth located right there. You'll notice that there's this comet flying around. All this stuff is pulling us in different directions. So Jupiter drags the sun's orbit in a different direction. I bet you this comet does too around that black hole. It's already gone around a black hole once before, so we're probably a piece of that black hole that couldn't swallow the rest of this sun. Okay, so let's look at my next picture here. So I took a picture of a black hole and I put it right here so that you can see that's a picture of a real black hole, right? But it on a size scale, you're not going to be able to notice that. You see what I'm saying? But just think about it. A black hole, it doesn't have to be that big. And I believe that there is a such thing as a black hole that bit off more than it can chew. That was probably that size. Just imagine it. If you look at the Kuiper belt and you expand out a little bit further and you look at all these other asteroid belts and stuff around us, this is what we call Earth's galaxy. So Earth's galaxy is a black hole that was eating a sun, probably this one. It probably ate up all the suns that are here. And all of those suns are at the center of this planet. Now, a lot of people is just like, that doesn't sound correct, and if it was really a black hole, it would have done this and it would have done that. That's not necessarily true, and I'm going to tell you why. We can simulate a black hole, okay? And we can do that inside of a computer, and it's that. Even though it's not reality, it's still a place where if it was a black hole, it would have ate the computer after you built it. If I would have drawn a black hole on a piece of paper, it would have dissolved the piece of paper, right? So think about it. Reality kind of different. You know, you can draw a pie, but it's not a pie in reality. But in reality, if you make a pie, it's going to be a pie in reality, right? Right. Okay, so there's differences in understanding the numbers and everything else, right? Well, I don't think the number's wrong on this one. I think that number's right. I believe that Earth, the reason that everything is on Earth is because it fell into this black hole that we're sitting on. If you look at it, everything around the planet looks like a galaxy. And it probably is a galaxy, and we're standing on a black hole. Gravity is an implosion. So anything that's imploding pulls in down to the core of it, creating gravity. Gravity is an implosion for people who don't know what gravity still is. Gravity is an implosion. An implosion is exactly what a black hole is. It's an implosion. And that implosion would be no different than the center of the core of this planet. The sun goes up, and you know what? I realized that this planet eats up the sun's rays. Think about the CMEs and everything that's hit this planet in the last few. It's just eating. And it would make so much sense because if you look at it, third rocks from the sun, yeah, it looks kind of like a black hole to me. We've got a lot of magnet on it. Look at the magnetic field. It's a diamagnetic structure. And a diamagnetic structure, believe it or not, is literally like a black hole. If you built it on a magnetic vortex scale, it would be a black hole. It would create exactly what looks like a black hole that eats the sun. So, for all of you that were asking me, how did we all get to Earth? It was probably a black hole where everything was falling to. And whatever data was on this black hole, where it produced it. Think about it. If there was aliens in outer space that fell onto a black hole, they all fell right here. Think about it. This is a black hole we're standing on, people. Look at that. See, Earth eating a sun. It's the last sun.